As you can all probably tell, I'm a little disheveled. I'm not in my normal scenery. I am on vacation, but I am committed to the cause and I am bringing you a video today anyway. I know a bunch of you watched the debates last night. There's a lot that we have to cover, and I'm hoping that by now, all of you can now see how perfectly comfortable the Republicans, the deep state, and the Democrats are looking you in the eye and lying through their teeth. To you, to me, to the vice president, to the moderators, to anybody who will listen. I'm Jared, this is RedRacer Video, formerly a car vlogger, now I'm an independent citizen journalist. You have all made that possible by visiting RedRacerVideo.com. Down below in the description, there is a link where you can find our free Kyle t-shirts, our unmasked t-shirts, our unmasked hoodies, and all kinds of tumblers. I did load 2 new tumblers on the website today. You're gonna wanna go see them. Please check the link down below, RedRacerVideo.com. And to those who wanna just donate to the channel still, I still leave links down below to do that. There's still a lot of you doing that. Thank you everyone who helps keep this thing afloat. YouTube is crushing me. YouTube, I am paying attention. I'm getting 10% of the views. I'm getting less views than I got when I had 5,000 subscribers. Explain that to me. Thanks everybody that keeps this thing going. All right, so like I said, at this point we can see that they're perfectly comfortable lying to us. We already knew that. We already knew they've been lying to us forever, lying to us through the FBI, through the CIA, through whatever. But now they'll just look at us on the TV and lie to us. And not only will they do that, Kamala Harris does it with this smug look on her face, like she is convinced that she has us fooled, that she's got us tricked, and that we don't see what's happening, and that we believe what she's saying. I promise you, Kamala, we don't. In my opinion, it's pretty obvious they have absolutely nothing going for them. If you're watching these debates, and if you watch the vice presidential debate, it was really no different than the presidential debate. They got up there and tried to say cute little snide things, use the same old bullcrap they've been peddling in the media forever, racism and his failure with the virus and all that same nonsense that they've been trying to push. Thankfully for us, the Vice President, Mike Pence, actually stuck to facts and was able to essentially serve Kamala Harris every single time he got an opportunity to. So big shout out to Mike Pence for the way he handled himself and the way he conducted himself in that, because it went really well. Multiple times, she said that both herself, and by she I mean Kamala Harris, she said that both her and Joe Biden had not ever said that they were going to ban fracking. She actually said that, I think the words that she said was that the vice president was lying. The president was lying about what they had said about fracking. Really quickly, to those who want to try, I never do it for you. I know you guys hate it, but I'm not serving it up. I am going to make you try because it's not hard. A real quick Google and or DuckDuckGo search. And if you go look, it was actually, I think on even Hannity tonight, he went and played all the clips. Kamala and Joe Biden have been quoted since this election time, since they've been running, and since Kamala ran and got no credit, no percentage of the votes basically at all, and then she dropped out. But when she was running, she was asked, would you ban fracking? And she said, absolutely, basically day one was her answer. Biden has said the same thing. He would phase it out. He's going for the Green New Deal. He is all in on AOC's Green New Deal and the radical left's plan. He's gonna bail on everybody. He's gonna bail on fracking. He's admitted it, she has admitted it, and now they said we're all liars for calling him on it, for saying that what they said, they said. So that was one of the many things they lied about. We'll keep moving forward. They're also lying to you and telling you that they won't raise taxes. She again said that that was another lie or attack or whatever, that they had never said they were cutting taxes, that they were only going to raise taxes for the rich, the ultra rich, the people who made over $400,000 a year, I think it was. That's a lie. Again, do a little bit of digging. They have both been quoted as saying they would get rid of the Donald Trump tax cuts. Those tax cuts did not just help the ultra rich. I'm sure most of you watching saw it. The average family, like I think the average family in America got like $2,000 extra a year back. That's $2 grand for everybody, not for the rich people, for the poor people, for everybody. Everyone saw a tax decrease under the president. Biden and Harris have both been quoted as saying that that would go away. And when they got pressed on that, they just lie. They look you in the eye and lie. I'm not going to do that. Let's talk about something else they do, because this really got good. They dodged and dodged and dodged questions about them stacking the court. They have been quoted as before, and they've talked before about how they would stack the court, and now that they're being pressed on it, they just keep saying, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to tell you our plan for the court. We're not going to tell you who our potential nominees are until after we're in office. You have to vote for them to find out what their policies are. Think about what they're telling you. They want you to vote for them, but they're not willing to tell you what their plans are, what their policies are, who the people are that they'll put into power. They're not going to talk to you about whether they're going to stack the court. They're not going to talk to you about whether they're going to do things with taxes or not. They're going to lie to you about all those things. If our president and the vice president were trying to tell people, just vote for me and then you'll find out, how do you think the media would serve that up? How do you think the media would go for that? That's not to mention all the other things that have come out on a daily basis in the declassification process, right? But again, here they are, just humiliating themselves, looking us in the eyes, lying to us. One thing to point out, and Joe Biden actually even went as far as to, I think it was today, with the media, address this. And there's a reason they're dodging putting out their list of the Supreme Court justices. And there's a reason that they will not address their packing the Supreme Court. Because if they address it now, they know that they'll lose all the moderate votes that are still up in the air. And in my opinion, there's none. I fully believe our president has like 75 to 80% of the American vote right now, but you'll never get the media to admit that. But if they come out and just say, this is what we're going to do with the Supreme Court, or yes, we're going to stack the Supreme Court, or here's our list of ultra liberal judges that we want to put in, they know they would lose the moderate vote. They would lose votes over it. What can they also not do? They also can't come right out and tell us exactly what they're going to do or what their plan is, because then they would also lose moderate vote. Or sorry, they can't come out and try to lie to us. I got confused. They can't come out and try to give us like a soft list or try to pussyfoot around it, because if they do that, they know they'll lose the extreme left. So they're in between a pimp and a hard place. They can't win. They're damned if they do, or they're damned if they don't. So what's their plan? Just ignore the question. Just don't answer it. If we just ignore the question, we know that 90% of the media won't keep asking it, and hopefully it'll just go away. But we'll make sure that 90% of the media grills Trump over every single stupid little thing that they've been spinning and trying to push in the media, but we're not ever going to ask real tough and challenging or real questions of any Democratic candidates. Funny how that works. I'm sure that by now you've all heard that they want to change the rules for the congressional or the presidential debates. They got their asses handed to them in the presidential debate. They got it handed to them in the vice presidential debate. They know this. So what are they now going to do? Now they're going to change the rules. Now they want to hold virtual debates. What's their reasoning? I think Biden said something to the effect, or I heard something to the effect. Again, I've been out jeeping all day, so I'm a little behind on the info today. But I think I read somewhere or heard somewhere that Biden said something to the effect of he didn't want to have the debate because of the president having had the coronavirus. Dude, you'd have a mask on and you'd be 6 feet apart. What could possibly go wrong? According to you guys, that's the fix, right? Just wear that mask, stand 6 feet away, no problems. No. They lost the first debate, they lost the second debate. They know they're losing every single thing that happens. And what are they doing to do it? What are they doing to try and win? Silencing anybody that tells the truth, changing the rules in the middle of the game, changing the rules of the debate, changing everything. You don't change the rules in the middle of the game if you're winning. So they're on the TV trying to convince us that our president is losing in the polls. But then in the same breath, they're trying to convince us that we got to change all these rules and try to cater these things to the Democrats. We've got obviously biased moderators in every single debate that we have. They're changing the rules to benefit the Democratic candidates now. And for what it's worth, President Trump, thank you for ignoring or for refusing to participate in the debate under those new rules. Thank you. Do not keep giving in. Stop letting them change the rules. Stop letting them push us around. Another thing I think we need to point out, a lot of you think, Hillary has already told Joe Biden not to concede in the event that he loses. Again, does that sound like something a party says that is confident that they have this election in the bag? Does it sound like they believe their own polls that say that they're 10 and 15 points ahead? I don't think so. Because if they did, Hillary Clinton wouldn't be out saying things like that. Want to know how stupid the Democrats and the left think you guys are? Kamala Harris had the guts in that presidential debate to tout her time as a prosecutor in California. When they started to talk about legal and the Breonna Taylor, and I think that was the path they were going down, she stood up and got all proud of herself. I am the only person on this stage who has been a prosecutor. I can't believe she had the guts to bring that up. All I'm gonna say is go and look up her record on locking up black people. For someone who seems to be so woke and so awake to racial injustice, and for somebody who wants so badly to see racial injustice ended, she sure did go out of her way to lock up a lot of black dudes and keep them locked up. Again, I know you hate it when I do it, but go do a little bit of research. Again, just a quick search in YouTube will bring up videos about it. There's plenty of people on here that talk about it. These people are stupid, and they think we're stupid. If we keep watching what they're doing, it is obvious they're out of ammunition. It is obvious they are screwed. It is obvious that all of the stuff that is being declassified is by the minute pushing them farther and farther and farther into the corner. They have nowhere to run. This is life and death, and they are fighting for their lives back against the wall, and it could not be more obvious. I've only got a couple more notes here, and then you guys are getting off semi-easy today. One of the things I found absolutely just special, just rich, was that she had, and by she I mean Kamala Harris, had the guts and the nerve, after all the court talk, after she brought attention to the fact that she was a prosecutor, attorney general in Los Angeles, which was a hugely stupid maneuver on her part. Because what does she think? People aren't going to go check the internet to see what she did? But after she did that, she went on to attack the presidential administration in their response to COVID. I'm not going to go down the whole COVID thing because I know it's a sensitive subject, and YouTube don't have to demonetize my video or don't let anybody see it. I'm going to give you some short stats here. In the beginning, we were told that 2 million people would die from this virus. Our president acted quickly, and right now we're at like 210,000 people. And if you read anything or watch anything but mainstream media, there's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't put any faith in that number. They have been caught inflating these numbers in so many different ways now. They have been caught hospitalizing. They have been caught focusing on infection rates and ignoring hospitalizations and death counts. And then they went on to attack the president for the response to how things happened. Let's not forget, he was attacked for being a homophobe, a xenophobe, and a racist, and all those names when he banned travel from China early on. Then they told us 2 million people would die, and we're only at 200,000, which is, for those that are bad at math, that's only 10% of the deaths. By comparison, H1N1, which was a pandemic that happened during the Biden administration, or the Obama-Biden administration, significantly more people, like I think 10 times more people died from H1N1 than COVID. And I could be wrong, but it was a lot more. I want to say like 7 million people were infected or something like that from H1N1. And I'm guessing on the number there, but it, again, is substantially higher than the number of people who were infected by COVID. That was all handled by the Obama administration and by the Biden administration. An embarrassing failure on our country's behalf. And they stood on the stage in front of all of us and told us that Donald Trump's presidency or Donald Trump's administration failed the response of COVID. Every country in the world is praising us for how we did it. We're supplying equipment to countless countries across the world. And we're the dummies. Yeah, okay. In closing, I just want to tell everyone out there, I'm going to quite literally beg you for a moment here. Please do not be as stupid as they think we are. Please, please show them that the silent majority is no longer silent, but we are absolutely the majority. Trump today called for Biden to be indicted. He doesn't not just empty threats, not just, oh, hey, by the way, and for what it's worth, if what has been declassified about Obama, Biden, Brennan, Comey, all of them, McCabe, all of them, Strzok, you guys know all the names. If one iota of that information had been declassified about our president or his administration or his family, their houses would all have been raided at 5 a.m. at gunpoint with CNN standing on their front lawn. I know you all see what's happening. Our president called for Joe Biden to be indicted. Buckle up, get your popcorn. It is going to get good. We are in the middle of it. To anyone saying nothing is happening, moron. Please pull your heads out. There is so much going on and you're going to miss it. And you're going to be hating yourself when you realize you did. Jared, RedRacer video. Before you leave, guys, please smash the like button. Please subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Tell your friends, share this. Visit RedRacervideo.com, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.